Damn, what's up, everybody? Yes, we've all been summoned. What's up, everybody? How's your evening? How are we doing? You guys can't hear me? Is that really real? Wait, what? Did I mute myself somehow? Okay. I think it's working now. It should be working. Nice, guys. Well then, let's see. I'm just curious. What's the current news? Maybe we could do it like this, just to make it a bit more interactive. Like this? No? Hello? Like this? Yeah. Nice. Alright, so what do we got? Bestiar's Leo Dark. I think I've casted some of this guy's games at one point, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember even a single thing about this guy. Hey, Toby, what's up? I wouldn't call myself like a music producer. I just like to play the piano, but it would be sick to be able to produce music. 1.1 rating. Which teams? Oh, yeah, he was an MIBR. I'm guessing that's where I probably bumped into him. Or maybe Oplano. Zero Nation. Okay, he's been around. But yeah, the piano's great fun. If you haven't... Anyway. Yeah, we love the piano. Okay, so this is mainly an Argentinian team now. Okay. We'll watch out for Leo. And then Talon Bench MHL. Moving forward. Okay. Fucking X.com. Go away. Okay. Well, maybe not the most exciting news. Some changes to CCT. Jax is going to be leaving NIP after the wildcard eligibility. Yeah. Man, I feel so bad. I really like Jax as a person. So I feel kind of bad that he's been what feels like slightly sidelined here. But that's interesting. Oh shit. Music production? That could be fun. Yeah, I'd be down to do that one time. That sounds like a fun idea. Valve tweet their ranking models. I must be honest, I have a hard time sometimes contextualizing what these things actually mean. Placement-based club share earnings, which ESL differentiates from prize money at event, have been added to the model, effectively summing up the two prize. So does that help ESL, I guess? I don't really know for sure. But that's my feeling. ESL Impact. Imperial and Fury FA are among the teams that were returned for the two teams. Yeah. Spirit FE, ENTS, Athena, Astralis, Women, TSM Impact, Juju are all absent from this after releasing their players. Oh shit. That is a huge... That's a huge shame. Yeah, Javelins are like really... They're obviously like... They had a really, really sick team. Cited, yeah. Navi said, yeah, it was on a sustainable business model. I remember this. The collapse of SWAT Hover has led to an intriguing Rostermania with Navi Javelin splitting into 4 teams. Eco Warriors, and Prototype, and Big Keeper. Okay. Fluxo, Demons have moved to... Oh, they've moved to MI, okay. And that's Poppins and Younger, right? NIP Impact. Yes, with Vilga. That's awesome. That's actually them in the GIF, is it? Okay. Not the most exciting news there, I've got to be honest. Kind of a little bit boring, but I guess it's got to be that way sometimes, right? It's not the end of the world. Well then, the question is, what do we actually want to do for today? I kind of want to... There are a couple of teams that I thought maybe we could look at just for the fun of it, and maybe even just mostly even for my own sake. Because like I said, one of my big goals for the year is just to be way more informed, basically. And I feel like to do that, I need to, I need to stay sharp. So you guys are becoming my test subjects for me doing my research, and hopefully it's also interesting. If I say Pain Gaming, I don't think we've watched many Pain things at all. Used to be the caster in official matches back when... Oh, shit, okay. Nice. What ended up happening with Ahmed at the yesterday, Beast? Is he out of Syria? Did we rescue Ahmed yet? Or is he stuck? In the last 3 months. Okay, so Pain do play a lot of Mirage. Maybe we could watch some of those games. What's up, Katie and Glazer? How are you doing? Yeah, let's just take a look at a couple of Pain on Mirage. Also, because I feel like I don't have any really good opinions about Mirage right now. All my opinions on Mirage are just recycled from, things I used to say years ago, and that sucks. So I feel like maybe it's time to try to, update that a little bit. Analyzing pistol rounds is always stupid, but we're going to do it anyway. And I guess we get to look at Mouse too, which probably is fair since they did win the event. Obviously, super smart for them to be playing... Wait, did that get body blocked? Yeah, it did, okay. That's so smart for Brolan. And then because they use the Molotov back here, which is surprising that they do that, because Big Usira kind of must have been feeling like there's not that many people in the middle to begin with. Hey, Metnos, what's up? But regardless, fair enough, they had a plan. But yeah, when these people are playing in front of, like, all the utility that goes down, basically, like there's a Molotov here earlier, like they're all playing in front of all that utility, then yeah, then the utility just doesn't do that much. But anyway, they actually managed to fight their way through and convert a 2-on-4. So a little bit silly perhaps for Mouse to be losing this round at all, but whatever. Don't want to be too critical, do we? But yeah, I think today's been a pretty decent day, I'm not gonna lie. I've been doing, basic admin stuff, trying to find a way to pay my taxes. Is today going to be a map core day? Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, so we did the voting, and I guess we're down to... Are we down to the last? Wait, let me message somebody and ask about this. I don't know. Listen, I'm terrible at keeping up with everything. Queuing up on map core. That actually could be fun. Okay, I don't want to rule that out. That could be interesting. Hold on, I'm gonna remember to charge my mouse because otherwise it's gonna be weird all of a sudden. Trying to play Counter-Strike. Yeah, that might be something we can do a little bit later on. I don't want to rule that out. Okay, so we have a force up for mouse, which they try to turn into a push with this flashbang. That's totally reasonable. You got to think as well. Here's a question. Do people ever throw this flashbang just to trick people? Because if I'm out here on the T side and I'm hearing these flashbangs, that is sort of a signal that there might be some sort of mid-push. I guess I don't know how many people are there, but surely I'm going to know that it's some. Damn, that's a hard round to win here. Down to literally a 1 versus 1. Scary. So they get smoked off. They decide to go into the middle, which they might have done anyway, I suppose. Exertion trying to play on top of the smoke here, but he dies to Big Uzira. No head armor either, so he's just straight dead. Oof. Brolan dies in the window. Unfortunate Molotov here, to be honest, but... Oh yeah, I don't know. I think I have it up to date, right? I've installed the Faceit thing, so doesn't it just stay up to date? I don't know. I think it does, hopefully. I did install the Faceit thing, though. Okay, so pretty wrecked round here. What's the cause of them losing this round if we had to, like, really think about it a little bit more? Exertion is like, he's in a position that it is a nice trick, right? But it's also, it happens a lot. And Brolan can't really help him out, so there isn't, like, a potential crossfire or anything. Like, there's no other trick here. It's just literally one person. And if that doesn't work... If you could be a CS Pro, what role would you play? I mean, listen, I played in competitions, and I played the AWPer. I love AWPing. I won, I think, like, we won, like, 2 or 3 bottles of Coca-Cola, finishing 3rd or 2nd at some LAN in the other side of Denmark. Got beaten by a team called Amistad, I think. Yeah, a long time ago. There was, like, a match summary of one of the games that I played in, and I was so proud of it. Like, it was on... I don't think it was on HLTV, but it was, like, somebody wrote up, like, a summary, and they were, like, you know... I think we were called Run, and our whole, like, idea was that our tag was like this. We would do, like, run in, like, these brackets, and they would say, run from... And I was called Illusion, so this would be like my, you know, we thought it was fucking sick. Anyway, obviously it wasn't. We were capping hard, but basically, yeah, I remember, like, somebody wrote up, like, a match report of, like, the match, and they said, like, you know, Run got defeated by this team on Dust 2, but, you know, AWPer Illusion, who was holding long, had some really... I was like, yes, Somebody was like, noticed, you know. I'm so proud of that. I actually wish I could find that. No joke. Like, I wish I could go back and read that now. But obviously, that's like old internet stuff, and it's just none of it is going to be archived. So, okay. So we have another round here. Not a lot to work with mouse. So they try to do a little bit in the middle, but they mainly try to, I think, stack that B bomb site, hoping for somebody to execute into it, and they just don't. Don't know if there's any real reason other than still a very close round. Holy shit. Okay. Okay. We've got some mid utility. Mouse are playing pretty passive Counter-Strike for the most part. Seems like a risk to try and attack this position, having nothing here. They Molotov this part, but look at how much they're waiting around here. And they actually go all the way into connector. Like, look at this setup. Everything about this screams, you know, window connector ramp push, basically. Right? And they're here with like a minute left. Normally, you would just go for it. Is it the lack of... Maybe it's the lack of action here and like anywhere. Like they're so suspicious to them that there's nothing happening that they're like, this is kind of weird. So they put Davideus in the ladder room, then they go back. Still have 20 seconds, and they just execute with everything they have. Sphinx dies. And Davideus... Okay, he actually dies to Torshi here. That's probably not necessary. Is Banks involved with BNE still? I don't know, actually. It's a good question. I don't think so. Because what BNE for a minute, they were... Who did they join? They joined something and then they disbanded and then they came back again, right? As BNE? I don't know. I actually don't know. Okay, this is actually like a really interesting... Teams fight so hard to have controller connector on the T side. So having it and then abandoning it, it's just an interesting phenomenon. But it obviously worked out really well, so... I can appreciate that. What is the next? We got no smoke in the window. Hello? Oh, they were gonna blow it up. Okay. What the fuck? I guess I would have to see, but that's gotta be just like a fucking... A timing shot for Torshi, because Big Usira is... So Big Usira wants to blow open the smoke. It's becoming quite a big trick, right? So he's hoping that NQC is going to be staring into the smoke, and then they blow it open, and then they get the timing on Torshi. So either Torshi is just like, yeah. But I think nowadays, when you see this and no window smoke, you should, if you're in the window, you should know what's coming. You should know that, like, that's going to get blown open. Big Usira hanging around. Oh, he gets caught as well. Really aggressive, really aggressive move here from Mouse. Sphinx fighting, everyone fighting. Wow. That's a nice round for Mouse. Okay, so smoke in the window, Molotov down below. Really trying to get some mid control. Oh, and even look at this. Big Usira is saying, you know, if grenades could speak, Bigu Zero is trying to say we have people up here, you know. I just tried to grenade in my friend, basically. Like, I just try to make some, and he's not. So that's really interesting. And then they try to push out here. They lose 1 to Brolan. But they have these deep smoke the Bigu Zero throws, and this other one, which they should be able to get the bomb plant down. Oh, what a nade. Okay, they're not actually trying to plant Roar. Okay, now they are. I don't like this. Let's watch this in slow motion. If I can. There's a moment here. After the smoke is recommitted, there's a moment here where you can Molotov this, and you should be able to plant, right? Like right now. But they don't. Like, NQC is fighting. Then when they go for the plant, NQC is like, he's only more or less only being covered by Cowers. And that presents an enormous risk, right? Because now if Cowers dies, so then he has to come off the bomb because he can see it coming. So then he kind of stops doing it, and then, you know, like the whole thing just becomes... And they have 1 minute and 20 seconds. So that's like a... There's a lot happening in this moment, but definitely this problem could have been solved by having a much clearer team direction of like, what are we doing right in this moment? Are we planting earlier or are we fighting? It's got to be like the same thing, basically. So anyway. Deep nade. Wait, what did damage to him earlier? Okay. So he ate 1 grenade, had to wait. They don't have pistols, so who cares? Now what? Smoke in the window. Smoke up top. Grenade and Molotov down the middle. Flashes to try and go for the peak here as they just run closer. Exertion is waiting in the underpass. Hearing... Oh, nice shot from Bigu Zero. I guess that's kind of cool, though. How did they get Davideus? What does he actually have to clear here? He has to be worried that there could be someone here. But otherwise, the real threat is someone being there early. And then the fact that Davideus is running means Exertion wants to go look. So that's nice. And then... once they get him into that position... they just go for the ramp play here. Which actually works really well. Does Davideus need to... once they have these... oh, never mind. He just does kind of wait. But yeah, they knew that he was in here somewhere. So you could have made an argument, I think, that he just stays back here. Because his team is pretty much won the fight. But that's okay. And Spinks also gets like a kill over the smoke. Bomb plant 2v2. Spinks can't do it. This is a nice push, though, from Pain, right? Like, this is a really sick little setup. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Window smoke, top mid smoke, blown open. And what happens as a result? Torshi's able to get Bigu Zero. Exertion's kind of running up underneath the smoke. Okay, so that's really cool. Okay, so they actually wanted to do the same thing, basically, right? They wanted to flash their way out, but because the smoke gets blown open... oh, what a sick fucking counter. Look at these rounds, back to back. In this round, they don't do anything, right? And as a result, they get to throw it. They were going to do the exact same thing. Like, the same people, same idea, but it gets just hard countered by this 183. That's really cool. And then they're like, oh, shit. Didn't they do what? Standard A execute with No Molotov to Broland's position. Cost them a lot. They had an extra Molotov on Davideus. Is there a good reason why they don't throw that to Sandwich? What else are you going to use it for? I guess the logic is that he is going to try and hard clear it, right? Because everything else is literally being burned out, so sucks. Anyway, nice for Mouse, honestly. That was sick. I like it. I like seeing it. And we've got, okay, first time. They get a spawn a bit closer. They wanted to test out Jimmy. See if he'd fallen asleep, but I don't think Jimmy sleeps, really. Torshi gets that one. What's the timing between these two events? Okay, Snow dies. That's actually Davideus with a Deagle hitting that shot. But yeah, they're gonna get wrecked. Okay, expecting more of a top mid push here. Again, maybe the flashbang is even going to be a nice indication for them that something could be happening. So NQC's ready to counter flash if anyone shows up. Ooh, Big Visera, Broland pushing. Torshi's so good, man. Cow is trying to push through. That's probably early, right? His teammates aren't really ready to even push into the bomb site. So that might be a little bit of a mistake, I think. And then they lose NQC to Spinks. Yeah, not much that Davideus could do here. Okay, great. Great first half on all fronts. Okay, so two smokes that could definitely signal more of a B hit, right? Because if you're pushing B, you kind of want the pathway here. So trying to show that. And then they flash their way through their own smoke, and then flashing over for the next run. So really paving the way with flashbangs here. Like a road of molten magnesium. Okay, so that's the setup for it is sick, right? There's just nobody here, which is kind of a shame. That would be... So they lose one. They trade. They catch Snow. Spinks cannot escape, so he dies. No bomb plant. Finally bomb plant. Good retake, though. Okay. Hold on, how much power does my mouse have? Do I have to worry? Oh, it's 30%. Wait, why is it not charging though? Hello? Oh. Now it is. Stupid. And what are we doing in this one? Flashing our way. No smoke to the top mid position. It was Pain that won the round. But there was a bomb plant, so they must know what's on the other side. Feels like a mad idea to have Big Usira. Why is he here alone? Just did the data on pistol rounds and on land in 2020. So far, you're only 50% likely to win the game if you win both pistols. 55% if you win both pistols. Damn. That's interesting. 2 YouTube live streams? Wait, what? Am I outputting 2 YouTube live streams or? Surely not. Hopefully not. I don't know. What do I know about live streaming? 55% correlation between winning. Am I? Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on, I have to investigate. Oh, shit, I am. Okay, hold on. That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. How does that even happen? YouTube, what are you doing? Content live. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna end one of them and hopefully it doesn't end them both. Hopefully now there's only one. Madness. Went up to 66 on sorting on first team to win 2 rounds in a row. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, the correlation in Go was really high, which is interesting because you would think that when you had fewer rounds, the pistol rounds would matter more. Right? Like if we only played 5 rounds on each side, then the pistol rounds would be like massively, or maybe, I don't know. That's interesting facts. Yeah, the correlation. I know the correlation used to be really high, but maybe it's just the fact that like the MP9 is so fucking good now that like, and people are like, wait, like at one like before Vegas Squadron, nobody even used the Mac 10, right? Really, so it's possible. I think that there's something there. Anyway, I cannot understand this. Why is Bigusira in the middle like this? So NQC smoked off. He throws the Molotov. Like, to do what? Like he's just here. They know they have a buy. They know it. So what the fuck is the plan? Like for him to just battle the entire team if they show up? I guess Davides is like trying to get there, but it's obviously too late. Like, a weird. Super weird round. And then NQC comes. Like he wants to go back and throw a smoke. That's fair. You throw a smoke tail about snow so that he can focus on this. And then by the time you come back, everyone's kind of dead. Yeah, that just seems like a super weird kind of. Super weird feeling here. Don't like it. Yeah, I agree. If NQC doesn't run away, then yeah, fine. Then it's, you know, somewhat more reasonable. This is also kind of cool though. Like Spinks throws the flashbang for Brolan, and then they can basically let Brolan play in the middle alone while the rest of them are pushing over here. Again, they're just not up against it very much, are they? But so wait, how did they lose the round? Is I guess the question. Cowers gets 1. Somehow gets 2. Well, there's a scout from Bigusira. Is it the flashbang here that catches Exertion? Yeah, he doesn't see him at all, right? So it's really, in a way, it's either the flashbang or Exertion not clearing the corner. And then you could even see, like, Spinks is super confused. Obviously, he's not meant to clear it because he's literally running this way. So then they both die, and then it's like, oh, now what? And then they keep dying. Wow, a lot can happen from missing one little thing. One tiny little thing. I was watching your video earlier, Vu, about Nico. Again, I really enjoyed a really enjoyable video. A lot of interesting conversations in there. That is, it's a hard thing to talk about, right? Like, cause you know, like, did he fuck up? You know, or like, what's the that is a hard conversation to have, I think. No, yeah, it's fair enough. Don't worry about it, man. I just love to, like, listen, if we can have more better Counter-Strike content that, you know, where, you know, people learn more about Counter-Strike, I'm for it. I'm pro educating the community on things, you know. Okay, so wait. So they do this trick, like I said. This is just the trick now. I feel like every time, maybe you agree, Vu, but like, if I'm a CT and there's no smoke here, but they do throw smoke here, I have to know this smoke is gonna get blown open, right? Like, I can't just be thinking, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen next. It's like, obviously, what's gonna happen next is they're gonna blow it open. So. Okay, but they use that, then they take control. They throw that smoke in the middle, and that forces, or it invites the counter utility. Torshi in kind of a crazy position here. Oh shit, they have so little utility. I was gonna say, like, they should flash somebody for this corner, but obviously not gonna happen. Yeah, he takes a look. Wait, did they double smoke this? Oh, what? Okay. How does that happen? Okay. Not the biggest deal, but kind of a little bit unfortunate. Especially because the other smoke could have been for this position, but okay. I'm also scared of saying super stupid stuff, so I do. Yeah, yeah. I know that feeling. That's why I'm doing these streams, so that I don't go on broadcast later and say, "Oh my god, you know, this is really cool," and then someone's like, "No, you're wrong." But I do also like this, so it's rewarding in itself, to be honest. Okay, they lose one, they lose another one for the smoke. They get big with 0, but again, they're just getting so slowed down. And then Jimmy comes through, which in a way is partly because these guys are just dying left and right. Man, now I kind of wonder myself, like, honestly, maybe double smoking this was a big deal, right? Because if they throw one smoke here, unless there's some new double smoke trick that I don't know about, which obviously has existed in the past, where if you throw 2 smokes, you could see through, like, part of them. I'm guessing that's not the case. So then, if they had another smoke for either this position, or really any position, it's just another angle they don't have to clear, right? And they're also like, what's the decision making here? Like, you're committed. There's 29 seconds, right? You are doing. You're going for this. You're not going anywhere else. So, I feel like, why is everyone sort of weirdly stepping on each other's toes in here for such a long time? But yeah, the extra smoke would have made a huge difference to them being able to run out. Anyway, it's fine. I'm done criticizing. Down at Glocks. Somehow they get a couple of kills and a bomb plant. It's cool. That's a nice Molotov on NQC. Who does have a An AWP. What's this? Oh. Celine Dion. Let's go. I should have played this on the piano, guys, okay? This is a banging song. This is probably pretty easy to play on the piano, actually. Right? It's just mostly chords, like... I think I could do this. I could learn this. Then I just got to get the singing down and we're good to go. Okay, so they lose Brolan. Nice from Spinks. Jimmy is actually covering Spinks, so still pretty good. Can't really... Exertion knows that NQC is in here somewhere. Oh, is he not getting... I guess he's not being spotted there. That is an insane position to be in. Okay, yeah, but he does eventually get spotted, so maybe not that much of an insane position. But yeah, a bit of a mind game between those two. Yeah. This song is fucking great. Okay. Do I have strong opinions? Can I have a strong opinion about this? Not really. This is just like because he's already thrown the smoke and he's just underhanding the flashbang exertion, like there's two different flashes, like it's just just a really hard counter to this. And he still almost dies, but like what do you do now with your mouse though? How do you solve a round like this one? Like, look how obvious it is to Pain what's going on. As soon as they win this fight in the middle. Like, Big Osira is sticking around. He's like, oh, nobody's really there. And they're instantly... Yeah, he's instantly back. He's actually so ready for this palace push that he's a little bit early. Smoke is a little bit late, unfortunately. Which... Can we throw smokes from B to Palace? If not, why? We must be able to do that. Someone must have. I can't be that. Yeah, someone's done that. That seems like a cool thing to be able to do. If you're really that sure, then like, why wait to go back here? Yeah, I think you're right. Like, it's hard to imagine, and also like, they're gonna feel so secure in it anyway, right? Because they also have the incendiary up here and everything. So for them, they're like, well. If they were going to push here, then, like, at least there's some time here where NQC, and he has, like, a Molotov and an AWP or everything. They probably feel pretty good about leaving him there, to be honest. So it's not even a big risk to rotate back. And then... Jimmy is actually... He actually has a Molotov, but obviously he can't throw the Molotov from here to there. That just obviously makes no sense. But if Jimmy was down here, he could have. And that could have put some pressure on Snow, so... Such a great relocate from Snow. Oh, never mind. I take it back. I lied. That is a sick idea, though, from Snow, I think, too. It should have been hard to read. Oh, he jumps. He jumps. Jumping is not advised here. I think if he just goes in and hides in the corner, that's actually really hard to read. NQC with the flash going over. Jesus. Yeah, but no bomb plant here. Bro, oh shit. Brolan still deleting them left and right. Headshot, headshot. Okay. I don't even know if they could have done a lot of things differently. I don't know. If they didn't do this, I don't think there's an easy way out of this one. Wait, where are they when he dies? Exertion? No, yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind. So they throw these in the middle. NQC, though, gets the spot, sees nobody. Solid, what's up? First message, welcome to the stream. Consider joining the cult if you want. There's a Discord. We've got cult members. It's pretty sick, actually. We're listening to Celine Dion. It's pretty... We're watching Counter-Strike. What more do you want? Okay, so... As I keep saying, incendiary grenades aren't real. You can just ignore them, like Jimmy's doing here. Just don't even care. Flashed in, running deep. Sickening. He's so close to murdering NQC as well. Bomb planted. And then... Oh, smoke up? Okay. How the fuck? Okay. Yeah. So just the power of Tech-9s and flashbangs, really. So Snow is back here. There's one really deep flashbang straight for him. And then there's another one. I mean, he is also really sick for Jimmy. Okay. That's actually really cool. They don't have that much to work with. Let's go. Yeah. I try to do a little bit of streaming, you know? It's a little bit dependent on how much online Counter-Strike I'm casting at any given moment. But my dream sort of is that even if I go to an event in the future, I can bring you guys with me, you know? I kind of want to keep the streaming and the content stuff up, so... On it that way, ain't nothing but a heartache. Let's see. What do I think about this round? Hold on, I zoned out for a second. Big defaults, mid into more mid control, into connector, into this exertion flash. They never smoke ramp or palace. Well, in this round, they probably can't do it too much, right? But yeah, they don't do that a lot, maybe. Hold on. I mean, even when they do it, this is... What is this smoke? What is... Who are they smoking? Like... That doesn't even mean it. That doesn't even do anything. Maybe that's why they don't do it. And this one, they did it, but it was like obviously too late. But fair play, it's the thought that counts. Okay, so like a bit of smoke towards the ramp. Yeah, you're right. Maybe not that much. That is interesting. So... Oh yeah, sorry, I turned on the music. I got really excited. It's my bad, guys. It was Celine Dion that, you know, I just had to listen. What do I think about this though? I don't know if I appreciate this idea that so exertion is here. But he actually can't help. If Cowards just hugs the box here, then Exertion isn't helping. He can't trade the kill, he can't do anything. So I feel like if you're going to be relying on no grenades here, surely you want Exertion to just play like really close so that he can at least do something. But obviously it's NQC on the other side that actually gets the kill. But I don't like that either because... Wait. What's the context of this round? They smoke these positions. Yeah, okay. They couldn't signal harder that they're trying to take connector control, right? Maybe they are hoping that Pain is going to be assuming. But anyway. Couldn't there have been like some more... Any flashes, anything? Like Jimmy... He has got a flashbang. Like I feel like you could probably... You could have probably done something here. You probably could have, but fair enough. And then they get the return, so I guess that's all good. And Snow throws this one. Oh, but it goes like so far out that he just gets burned, and then that's kind of unfortunate. Yeah, you might not have expected. That's probably true. Maybe you don't. And Exertion is just here the whole time, so trying to catch them. Okay. Okay. I mean, there's not much to say other than it's just a really, really cool round, right? Like Spinks and Jimmy and like everyone is like they're close enough by that they can all kind of jump at the same time. It's really nice. No smoke for the top mid position. That's again a bit different. I'm guessing the reason they don't do that, right, is... Oh, shit. New maps added? Okay. So, if you throw a smoke here on the T side, obviously one of the things it's going to do is it's going to lengthen the distance you have to run up here before you can fight any CTs in here, right? So, by not throwing the smoke, you can put a lot more people into the fight a lot earlier if the CTs are pushing middle. So that's my on the spot like logic for why they don't throw it. Is they're essentially saying you guys might try and take mid control. And honestly, there's not a lot of stuff in this round, so pushing mid even would have made sense for Pain, I think. Yeah, but then they just go middle. They wait for a long time. They get one kill, and they also get this one on NQC, which I guess is kind of devastating because he has got the AWP, so sucks. But yeah, they get wiped out. Smoke. Different pathing through. Okay, and the Molotov underneath. Okay, they really, really want to make sure that there's nobody down there. Broland gets that one. Unfortunate. Okay, smoking off that position. How many people are there? Do you know that? I mean, they know that Davideus is there, but that's about it. Boost on over. Oh, it's actually NQC that's shooting him. That's... You could see Broland was going to check that for sure, I think. So that's kind of exciting. And then they get Exertion on the boost. Wait, so... Did he not know? Oh, I'd have to go look at the demo, I guess, to know if... Feels like there could have been some miscommunication. So now how do they win the round? It starts with... How is Snow low? Oh, he almost died to Broland there, so that's how. But he still wins the fight against Spink, so they actually... So 2 versus 4. Okay, so Jimmy gets 1. Snow burns... Wait, not quite. Yeah, he does. So that's equivalent into a 2-on-2. Bomb planted. And then just Jimmy. Is Jimmy doing Jimmy things? Okay. He is kind of a sicko like that. Again, I'm pretty sure that these are 2 rounds where Mouse are expecting Pain to be aggressive here. They only have early rounds. Yeah. Oh, boost on over. But they lose. And who did they get? Big Zero, okay. Okay, that's not such a big giveaway. I feel like if it was Davideus, they got that might be a huge giveaway of the insane stack that's happening. Obviously, there's nobody at the B bomb side, right? Or Cowards, maybe even more so, but never mind that. Okay, and they get... Oh, Davideus does get the kill. Yeah, so they see that the Davideus kill, and they're like, okay, we're gonna go B. And they kill Cow. Yeah, it's an easy math for Mouse. Okay. This is cool. I feel like. That was on... Yeah, that was Cluj. They also played VP on this. Can you guys handle more Mirage? I kind of... You know, I need better opinions on the map, so... Hey Pete, what's up? I will try and make it somewhat quick, but... Again... I don't want to be... Yeah. I need some up-to-date opinions on these things, and not just stuff I remembered from years ago. Saw the notification before headed to bed? Damn, alright. What time is it? Where are you at, Pete, in the world? Smoke up towards window, and then flashes over. Oh, that's... I actually think I watched this round, like, Electronic burns himself. It's like... And then he smokes it as well. I'm like, I don't even know what's happening anymore. Nice. 9 was the same here. Yeah, fair enough. Going to bed at reasonable hours, Pete. That's pretty... In Vienna. Damn. Hold on. Go away, Google. Oh my god. Oh, not this. We need the satellite stuff. I have this obsession these days with looking at Google Maps. Okay. And it's right on... It's right on this river. Which river does that become? Is that the... This isn't the Donau? Donau River is somewhere else. But that also goes through like all these countries, yeah? No? Wait, is it the same thing? I guess it is, okay. Because that river connects like 10 different capitals or something like that, doesn't it? It's crazy. Okay, never mind. That was a distraction. Okay, so they go in here, they mess up the Molotov a little bit. Flammes, though, gets one, gets traded. Davideus fighting Fame for a second. Big Zero actually just dies. Yeah, so... Bit of a confusing round. Could anything have been different here? Oh my god, okay, it's partly because Flit is... He's walking here so early that by the time they are even throwing these, like, there's literally nobody, like, at all, nearly. Okay, interesting. That's good information. Yeah, I've spent time on Google Maps walking up and down the river. Because it is kind of fascinating, like how many, you know, again, like how much it makes sense, doesn't it? Like, I guess, especially in terms of like transporting goods, there must have been such a crazy. I haven't read any history books on this, but like, there's got to be some crazy trade relationship with all these different cities, right? Like historically. Okay, so by the time this happened, it's actually, I guess maybe this is the one thing you could say is like, how does electronic fuck up the Molotov so much? But never mind. Okay. Wait, real quick. What does Bigusera start? He starts over here. Is he literally just trying to run to signal that they could be there? Is it like an audio fake, or are they literally just confused? Because I guess if he's running back here, well, I don't think Flit can. I don't think he could have heard that. But it's really dangerous, right? Like, there's a very good chance that Flit could have heard it. No, that would have been very. No, never mind. What's up, Mr. Potato? If that is in fact your real name. Ture is a ship that goes from Budapest to Vienna and back. Nice. QB's, I forgot to plant the... I forgot the bomb. Maybe that's it. Like, yeah, he was like, oh, shit. Yeah, that actually might be a better explanation. My real name is Mr. Tomato 44. You could probably get away with it. They have nothing to play with, and they get murdered. I don't care. We are seeing... Okay, again. Ooh. That's awkward. What's happening here? Like, caught with a incendiary, trying to boost, trying to do other things. It kind of is not a big deal, I guess, but it just looked a bit awkward. NQC gets that one. How come... I don't like this. I Need a Hero. Sure. That is a classic song. We can play it. It's actually a classic song. God damn. What's up, Hot Fuzz? That's fucking awesome. What a voice. Like, what a fucking amazing voice. Now, what is Flammers doing? Why does Flammers think his job is done by just lazily tossing an HE into the middle, and then he's like, I'm gonna go back and hold... And now, listen, if you wanted to go back and hold this, fine, but then you've got to communicate a Flit that you're giving up on the middle, because the disconnect here is pretty big, right? There's a lot of time for NQC to go back and basically hold this angle so that Flit just dies, and it's like, I think, like, Flammers' position here, just, I'm super confused. I don't like it. I feel like Flit and Flammers needed to talk. But fair play, nicely done from NQC. And then they wait and they wait. And actually VP just say, we're gonna pull like a half heroic where we go stack a bomb side, but we don't push out. Because only Heroic was cool enough to do that. Rip old Heroic. Yeah, smoked. Whatever. We lost round. Did they double smoke this, guys? Those are some fucking wild flashbangs. Do I look at this when I live cast as well? If I could have a minimap like this when I was live casting, I mean, some tournaments you do have something like this basically. But I mean, I think one of the things that I kind of want to do in the future is be a lot better prepared. So that I have this, you know, so that I am just showing up to more tournaments with, you know, with more of a background, you know. Is this some, like, I feel like this version is different from the one that I normally know. Am I crazy? Hold on, I'm gonna do song radio for this, and I'm gonna put this song on, because this song is fucking sick. Actually, I'd love to be able to play this piano. That's gotta be so easy to do. Somebody find me the chords for this. Like, that can't be that hard. Right. Whatever, I obviously don't know exactly what they are, but... It's gotta be, wait. And then, different piano? No, probably this one. Yeah. So something like this, and then with a little bit more reverb, so like... So it's like... Whatever, like, it's got to be totally doable. But anyway, yeah. Like, hold on, I interrupted it. This is a fucking legendary song. Okay, so they doubled this. They have nuclear level flashbangs, especially this last one that lands behind NQC for the peak. Also, because the smoke is being blown open, both these guys are really busy with something else. So they dead. Smoke. And then Davideus is like, ooh. I love it though. So a nice attempt to find the timing. Yeah, maybe they did. I don't think they intentionally double smoked it. But then again, like, how the fuck could you mess it up? So maybe they did. So that the grenade, like, it's possible. That's an interesting question. But yeah, anyway, round dead. Hold on. Turn up the music again so loud. It's just so hard because this music is great. Okay, so pretty clean out of spawn B-split call. I feel like some teams never ever do this, and I don't know why. Like, yeah, take care, Pete. This kind of round is like, wait, they fucked up another grenade. What's going on? Snow. Oh no, they didn't. They just blew up in the smoke. Oh no, I was. Forget I said that. Okay, don't clip that. Electronic is so close to dying. Deep Molotov, they get Electronic as well. Flit. What the fuck is happening? What's going on here? Hello? I mean, obviously they're going to be sitting inside of the smoke, but that's fucking funny. I didn't watch this game, by the way, so... Yeah, he couldn't see anything because Kawa's Giat was actually in his face. You know, she couldn't see anything. It happens. And Davideus murdering people. I see. Not much he could do. Yeah, I mean, I think these kind of B splits are like... It's the same with doing like a mid to B split on Dust 2, right? Like 1 kill and you win the round, probably. It's very similar here, right? And I am actually surprised that well, maybe Bigo Zero is low, but I would have expected for Davideus to try to be more into the fight here. I think that would have been worth it, but whatever. It's all good. Okay, mid grenades, flashbang, deep smoke towards jungle, another smoke towards the top. So Bigo Zero in this round, right? Like he's... Look at the utility round for Bigo Zero. He's throwing the window smoke, then he's carrying over his own smokes because his team is so lazy he has to do everything. So he's literally freighting over his own smokes to flash his way through here. And then he's setting up like one smoke towards the jungle, and then he's busy throwing another smoke to this position. How fucking cool is that? Oh, we're going from strength to strength. We got Pink Floyd now. So he's doing all this work in the middle. And they get flashed in, which that flashbang doesn't hit Fame. That might be a problem to solve. I mean, he's obviously under this shadow position, but like, you gotta wonder if you couldn't do something about that. Anyway, they trade it through. They get everything. They win the round. That's a nice, what a great Bigo Zero round. What a legend. What an absolute legend Bigo Zero is. I have so much respect for what he's done with this Pain team. I actually think he's a fucking... a bit of a god, really. Okay, anyway, out of spawn... Again, Bigo Zero is selling a little bit of something here in the middle while the rest are setting up. Again, he's throwing everything. There's an HE back in spawn, guys. No, nobody cares. It's all good. They flashed themselves out. Okay, wait. Oh, so he's peeking around the smoke. Wait, what is the smoke? Oh, that smoke is in the underpass. Jesus Christ. Does Brazil have enough quality in their scene to make an SK Gaming to... Yes. There's so much talent in the Brazilian scene. Like, they could absolutely... they could actually make a super team. But, like, you know, that's always... Yeah, Electronic as well, you're right. Like, on the outskirts of this, just really, really hard to cover. And I guess he... Yeah, he smokes himself on the other side, right? So super, super well played. But yeah, smoke goes down. They trade their way through, which again, that is the power of... That is the power of the setup, right? When you do those out of spawn calls, you're taking away the chances for the enemy to get any information about you. Did I tell you my theory, Vu, about the perfect round of Counter-Strike? Did I ever explain this? My theory for how you should analyze all Counter-Strike games? I should publish this someday, like, I should. Especially now that I'm actually making content. Maybe that'll be... The idea is something like this. So, we're playing 5 versus 5, and there are essentially 3 lanes to attack on the T side. So the game of Counter-Strike boils down to trying to figure out, like, where is the defense the strongest so that you can attack somewhere else. And for the other side, it obviously boils down to where's the attack going to be happening so you can move your defense so that you can defend, basically, right? So that's like that's the game in a super basic sentence. Now, ideally, the perfect... Hold on. Let's show Brian Adams, you have to go down in volume. The idea is that you have to go through these different steps to have the perfect round. The perfect round is a round in which you get info. So you get some information about where the enemy team is. Ideally, you get all the info. Then you make a plan. Jesus Christ. You make a plan that fits that info. Then you execute that plan. I can't be bothered to write more, but you execute that plan perfectly. And then that puts you in a position where now you are down to, like, whatever, shooting guns. Right? So this is what I call, like, the perfect round of Counter-Strike. It's one where you basically, you have so much info, you've made such a good plan, you execute that plan so well that you know, that now you basically, like, the gun part of it becomes so much easier than, you know, it otherwise would be. Now, the cool thing about the game, if you start thinking about it this way, is that you realize that so much of the game becomes about trying to fuck up this sequence for your enemy. Because if you can move the gun part up here so that before they get info, you already have shot some of them, you're basically, you know, you're impeding everything else, right? And it's a big part of the game is about moving these pieces around as much as you can. So that, you know, it's like, that's part of the strategy as far as I can tell. And it doesn't matter that this round maybe never gets played in the real world. It's just like a tool. And what I really wanted to try and do at some point, and maybe I'll try and revive this idea now, is that you could probably try and break down all rounds into saying, where does the round go wrong? As in, you know, like, did they successfully stop their information? Did they did they successfully, you know, fuck up their plan? And also, you know, under the banner of info, like the info banner here is like a bunch of shit, right? Like, we could have, like, audio, we could have, like, you know, visual information, we could have historic information from you watching games or whatever, right? So there are all these other things that come in. That information is a massive, it is like an unbelievable category. Like, the label doesn't really do it justice, right? But you could go into all of this and you could probably find, you should, in theory, you should be able to go down the list and say, this is where this round essentially died. Like, you know, in this case, it's like, if Flit, he goes in, he gets, like, 1 kill. Okay, so now they've moved the mechanical part of the game right into their faces at the start of the round. That's cool. And then that stops Pain from being able to do a bunch of other things that maybe they would have normally, you know, like to have done here. But now there's like, okay, there's some info coming back here, you know, like, you know, maybe a little bit here. Is it enough to really know everything? Probably not. Well, also, yeah, this is like those. I actually do remember watching part of this round. That was funny. But it's just to say, like, I think as a standard for analyzing, I think all Counter-Strike games, like, that's what I wanted to do originally. So I really wanted to, maybe I might revive this again. I wanted to propose a standard to analyze all games, to say, let's make one thing that can fit everything. Now, it might be used in a bunch of different ways or whatever, right? But in theory, it should be, you know, so if you had to sum it up in reference to the thing that I just said, you would say, why did VP win this round? You would say, well, they successfully moved the mechanical layer in front of the information layer for Pain, and as a result, they, you know, it was very hard for Pain to do much of anything here, you know? Snow also dies, I guess, you know, again, like, he's trying to regain some advantage or find some information or whatever the case be, you know, but, like, they managed to sort of pull that out from under them. But yeah, I wrote a ton of this shit down, and then I always wanted to do it as, like, a bigger production thing where I could, like, you know, read it all out and kind of like, you know, I had this idea of making it like a bigger thing, but I think like Yuvu, I end up overthinking everything and I want it to be perfect. Big Usira, oh, hold on, I completely lost track. Okay, so very aggressive mid control. Nice jump from IC though, that's sick. And then from there, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it'd be fun. Maybe I'll call you one day. We can discuss it. Okay, so run boost out into IC. Everybody misses. Good memes. But they know that he's there. Oh, and then they just boost Big Usira up here. Damn, that sucks. Flammis was thinking about it, I guess. I feel like it'd be much easier to see back when rounds were a lot more sequential than they are now. Yeah, I mean, that is probably true. But again, like it's more like I think it's more like a model than like a prescription for how the game should be played. Like, I'm not saying that we should have rounds where it's like, first we must find the information and then we have to make a plan and then we have to, like, I'm not saying the team should be playing like this. I'm just saying that, like, as a model for understanding where are we in this universe at this stage, you know? And also, obviously, I said information is a lot of things, but information is also, like, a huge part of it becomes about denying a bunch of information, right? Like, you know, if you put your A anchor on B for a round, like, that's another attempt to try and obscure, like, what is happening, you know? Like, why are we suddenly playing this way, you know? Like, so that, like, it's just to try and, like, put... I guess it's more of an attempt to try and find a common language for explaining to people what are we doing in this game, basically. Because you notice that, like, every analyst has their own way of explaining things, and that's okay, but I guess I wanted to make, like, a universal kind of, like, here's how we can make sense of this, you know? Electronic jumps this, right? That seems so risky. But I mean, it does work. But yeah, here's like a round where, again, if I had to analyze it during using the model that I was proposing, I would say here is Pain trying to sell the look of some sort of an A attack, which is helped by the fact that they got the kill here. It might even be helped by the fact that Davideus dies here because Electronic is, you know, anchoring the B bomb side and he's pushed out. So yeah, so Pain are trying to do that. They're really trying to sell this idea, and that means that for VP's point of view, because they fucked up the information layer of this round, now their plan is fucked up for the defense, right? And that means, in theory, you know, at some point, I mean, they might lose without even getting the shots off, but I mean, certainly they are in a big disadvantage in the upcoming fight here. So I think you could probably always pinpoint in every game which part of the, because you could have, this is another way that I try and explain to people, you could easily have a round where you had perfect information, but you just did a wrong plan. Like, let's say you're spotting down the middle on Dust 2 and you see that all 5 CTs are running to the B bomb site and you decide to do a B rush or something, you know, and you're like, okay, well, you had the right information, you just picked a bad plan, you know? That could happen. And then if we were analyzing, we say, oh, they great information. They just, unfortunately, picked a dumb plan. Or you could see them all crossing to the B bomb site, and you could be like, oh, our plan is to go A, but then you somehow fuck up the round so much that, like, I don't know, you Molotov your own team and die, and you're like, oh, you know, plan was good, information was good, the execution of the plan was terrible, and you all died, right? And then you could, you could lose. You could have all of these things, but then there's like one player left at the A bomb site with the deagle, and he shoots everybody. So then you just lose the mechanical fight at the end of it. Again, like at any moment you could lose the you could these things can be changed up, which I in my opinion is one of the reasons why this game is so interesting. Because we could actually easily imagine. We could imagine making a game where you had to do these layers before you could even fire your gun. So we could just make it a rule and just say, well, until you've got like a certain amount of information or whatever, and like you can't fire your gun only in the last 10 seconds of the round or something like. So we could make like a game that forces you to go through all these steps, and obviously that would be a really bad game. So the cool thing about this is that you are allowed, it's actually part of the rules of the game, tells you you're allowed to like, yeah, basically mess up the order here. And that is a big part of the strategy, basically, from my worldview or whatever. So yeah, smokes in the middle, what are they for? Denying the information, so the VP cannot formulate a good enough plan. If they can't formulate the plan, then it's going to be really hard to execute a plan. Devastatus was flashed, but I guess he just... How did he just not... He just... Man, I would have to watch that again inside of the game. I feel like the fact that he just stays not caring is kind of insane. I feel like the way that I explain it is less sequential and more just like the check marks of the 4 things you want. And you can show how different teams will go through the puzzle in different orders on different rounds. Yeah, you could that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I think that makes sense too. But yeah, I kind of wonder if you. I probably will have to try and do a video to kind of really explain like my thinking. As in, like, I wonder if I could get you and everybody else to basically use the same language when, when talking about what went wrong in a round. Because again here, like, let's try and use the model for the fun of it. So they kill Flit here, and VP smoke this, and then at this point, they basically say, okay, we're gonna go, we're just all gonna go. So I don't know if they don't really have a lot of information. So I'd probably say that the information part of this round is pretty fucking minimal for VP. But their plan is good. And I mean that doesn't fuck up my idea, right? It just means limited information, good plan nonetheless. And the execution of the plan, I guess we were talking about that. Well, I would say it's pretty good. Like, they've got a lot of things covered here. They should be in a good position to win this round based off this alone, right? Electronic gets a kill. Unfortunately, I don't know how Cowers wins this fight. Oh, it's the flashbang. Which flashbang is that? Wait. Am I fucking crazy? Is it this one that snows? There's no way. What is this? Does that really do that much? It's so fucking far away. Anyway. So anyway, like, so the plan here I think is good. Obviously for Payne's side of it, the information is bad. They don't know that there is, a bunch of people on the A-bomb site. But they still have a plan to try and execute it, which involves blowing this open and flashing a way through. And that's a really good plan. And the execution of this plan is really good because it did push away or make sure that the CT spawn players couldn't really do too much. And then it's, I guess the rest of it here you could say is also down to execution, which is somewhat slow here, which again, they probably know that there's not that much utility or whatever on the other side. So in theory, put them in a position to win the mechanical fight would be my... But you could have had another round where this same thing happens, where there is a lot of info. Let's say instead of smoking this, let's say Electronic pushes through, and then they decide to put 3 people on the bomb side. Then I would say, okay, they have good information, and they made a good plan and blah 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 blah. But yeah, I'll make a video. Okay, I'll do it. I will do it. I've had a document explaining all of this in insane detail for years now, and every time I think I'm like, oh, I'm gonna do it, I'm like, oh, so it's so much. Whoops, they fucked up the smoke on this side. Not that it really matters, because they were obviously not going for it. Sierra Esports with the raid. What's up? Well, welcome, guys. Thank you. Oh, by the way, I know. You could also explain rushes in this model. Like, an out-of-spawn call or a rush is literally an attempt. It's literally saying... it's literally saying that we are skipping the information layer and going straight to plan, but also we're skipping it for our opponents. We're forcing them to skip it too because they couldn't know. Yeah, what's up? How are you guys doing? How you guys had a good fun evening playing Counter-Strike? So, flash on over. Decent flashbang against Electronic, I guess. Maybe not that much. He still dies. Flammers is alone. Somehow lives through this round forever and ever. Okay. Bizarre round. Oh, guy, you guys watching the Power League? Who's winning? Who's currently at the top of the Power League? Yeah, hard to deal with. I mean, it's actually should have probably been a one around there for VP, but Pain. Here we go into the middle. Deep flash. Molotov as well. Oh, Flit is playing down there. Oh, flash in. So wait. Okay, so they're just waiting for the counter flash, or like, you know, that's their cue to go. Davideus. And then he gets flashed. Nice! That's sick. But they know the Flit is down here, so they kind of wait. He dies. Classic. Ecstatic is at the top of the league, okay. Alright. It's not bad. Kill and a trade. But that's a lot of info, right? You find two people at the... No, not two, just one. Okay. It's actually a lot of info for the Pain side of things, right? Good rotation from Flammus. Okay. Bit of a limp round at the end. Hold on. Okay, pistol on the second half here. Pretty basic shit. Flash, smoke, shoot. All good. Ooh, that's awkward. Good job, though. Okay. Wait, there was... Okay, there was a force up. Yeah, okay. They just can't really... They can't really do anything if they don't win the fights. Okay, they pretty much won the round, but they do lose a bunch of players, but... I took my time to address the problem. I went to therapy to overcome the fear, but it doesn't help. I'm still worried about the bears. Aim level. You live in Germany. How many bears are in Germany? How many bears live in Germany? There aren't any. There have been some sightings. There are no bears. Okay, you have to stop. Viciously entertaining. Good morning, Anders. Have a good stream. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just because there are no animals doesn't mean there are any bears. That's true. Yeah. Good point. I feel like you and I could maybe both qualify. There's a... Never mind. I'm going to stop myself. I was about to bring Maui into this conversation, and you know what? He doesn't deserve it. He's already been mocked enough. Okay, so... NQC with the AWP. They get... Flits. Very nice. What's the plan here for VP? Well, they missed the window smoke too. Hello. That's a bit awkward. But I guess that doesn't really change too many things, right? Yeah, run boosting him up there. That's actually so sick. Yeah, they try to get through the window. It's not a bad idea. Snow dies to electronic. That's a fight. Really, really close round. Which probably should have been won by... At this stage? It's hard to even really... Isn't it? I feel like Snow probably, honestly...